Let's see here. I gotta get this gobbledygook straightened out. Yes, send. Yes. Okay, very cool. Looks like we are live. Is my audio coming in though? So that's the question. Let's see. Stop fucking offering me crap, YouTube. Yep, it's coming in. Alright, cool. We are live. Alright, I decided to take a break from the Call of Duty streams, and I'm going to do, I'm just gonna play some simple generic Minecraft. See if, this one will be a little bit more laid back of a stream, and hopefully it'll help me concentrate on things like questions asked and whatnot. I'm also eating my dinner, so I'll try to keep the chewing down to a minimum. And so if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, I'm doing I'm doing an overhaul of a lot of Lost Plaga. Mainly because I finally switched over. I switched over to Bedrock. I've been playing on PS4 edition for a while now. So this is what the building kind of used to look like right here, and this is kind of a rough idea as what it will look like when I'm done. I think I like this new look better, a lot better actually. Part of it's switched over to Bedrock, and part of it's also because of I decided to switch off the city texture pack that I was using beforehand, and since I did that, now a lot of Lost Plaga needs an overhaul. So, for instance, I gotta keep my head down for this one. This one's a really bad, really bad. So, yeah. So the city texture pack, the glowstone is, it looks more like a ceiling light in an office building. So this looks a lot better in the city texture pack, but it doesn't look good in vanilla Minecraft. So I now have to go and redo a whole lot of this. Entire chunks of the city have to be redone, and some of them I'm just redoing because now that I have a better block palette to work with, I feel I can do a better job than I was already doing. Like this is right here is what the whole building used to look like right here, but now if we come around, it's, in my opinion anyway, it's a lot more palatable, looks a little more sleek. So that's what we'll be working on today. It's it's gonna be a process. I'm definitely not doing it all tonight. I mean, I probably don't have to say that out loud, but I don't know. Sometimes you have to say stuff out loud. Some people just don't understand, and they just they'll take your surface level statement and not really think too deep into it. Sometimes you gotta do that. Some other times, I'll admit, it is bothersome when people. It's a catch-22 with that, I suppose, right? Like sometimes you just want people to take you for at your word, and then other times, like you'll say something, but maybe you're being hyperbolic. Maybe you're just exaggerating. You know. It's always a balance to be kept when you're talking with people and formulating sentences. fruitful thought for the brain, I suppose, but... Well, I know, right? I'm some asshole who streams not even for a living. Just streaming. And eating McDonald's cheeseburgers right in your ear. Like I said, I'll try to keep that down to a minimum. So, anyway though. To the building I'm currently working on is called CBI, which is... Well, the building itself's not CBI, it's the CBI headquarters. So CBI is supposed to stand for City Bureau of Investigation. So essentially the city here has its own personal version of the FBI, so to speak. The area I'm currently in is, so, let's see here. So down here is like a shooting range. It probably looks a little bit better from over here. But yeah, it's like a cool little shooting range. This area here is it's supposed to be a simulated crime scene, so to speak. So like, if you're some sort of, you know, like new detective for CBI, then you gotta go through training and all that, and, you know, learn proper techniques in forensics collecting, or maybe questioning witnesses, that sort of deal. That was the idea I had anyways. They train their staff in-house. One of the overhauls I'm doing to this building is I got too many floors here for what I'm doing. As you can see, there's just so many of them, and I honestly, like, I don't want to do the copy paste motif for the entire building. So I started what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eliminate every other floor. It'll open up the building, basically. Hopefully make it look a little more imposing, maybe. Don't know if imposing is the word I want to go for it. There's a word for it, but I have not yet thought of it, so. Let's see. This here is like a garage for some police vans. K9 unit. This is one of the things I was really happy about here is these new. It's not wood. I don't know what they call it. I suppose I could look at it, right? What do they call this? Warped and crimson. It's really cool blocks. I love the color on them. Also, putting these in, definitely 10 times better than what I had before, but not to knock on the good old tried and true oak door, just definitely prefer putting on something a little more elegant, I suppose you could say, as opposed to the more simplistic oak wood door. I don't need to explain myself. This is my Lego set. I don't need to explain myself to you. I've been working on this city for, I think, close to 3 years now. Might even be more than that. I can't really remember. I think I got early onset dementia. Don't worry about that though. I've been building Last Blocket for a few years now, though. I'm not gonna lie. I had a couple times here where I was thinking of deleting it altogether. Um, Mainly because I realized it was probably foolish of me to build it on a super flat. It's boring when it comes to terrain, and I don't know. At the same time, I'm thinking, like, did I really want to contest with building on multiple terrains? And so part of me really does not like that I'm still on a super flat, but also part of me is like, kind of like, yeah, it was probably the right call. I definitely, my friend Jacob talked me into not deleting it though, and I'm glad he did. I'm glad he talked me out of that, because I probably would have really regretted it. I put a lot of work into this, and I'm really happy with what I've got done so far. I shouldn't say I'm really happy. I wouldn't be changing it if I'm not happy. I just would really hate to start from ground zero. Doing a project like this from ground zero is, like, just getting started is the hardest part, because you really have to, like, think about what you want to do, and it's definitely not an easy task to just go from having nothing and then building something up. It's um it takes just a lot of forethought and a lot of everything, really. This is like a fucking purper bandit around here. Can't find the fucking purper block. I don't. This is why I don't like Bedrock. Like, I prefer in the console edition how they had everything in separate sections. It made it easier to find stuff. I know I could just use the search bar, but I think the search bar is just a tad bit annoying. Because you have to, it doesn't delete your searches after you, like, exit out of the screen here. You have to actually, like, go in backspace, and it's kind of annoying when you're looking for something. There it is. Definitely prefer this new look over the old, for sure, though. A lot of good new materials came out of that Nether update. And I'm really happy I finally actually get to experiment with them. I've been putting it off. I could have jumped into this sooner, but I just honestly, like, Bedrock is kind of cancer. I'm not gonna lie, like, it lags, there's an input delay, like, hang on, wait. There's a slight input delay in the like, it's also a little bit floatier, so I could be wrong about this, but I think it's because they stream Bedrock Edition to your console rather than it being on the console itself, so my opinion. That's just kind of really annoying and obnoxious. I don't care for that. The input lag is just a bit much in my opinion, so um, I've been avoiding it. However, I have come to become impatient because I've been wanting to like go transfer it over to Java Edition on PC, which I might still do. But it's doing that alone is a process. I have to buy not just Java Edition, but you have to buy like Bedrock Edition too. It's that way you can download your world onto it. It's not just this simple one, two, and done process. You have to take like a deliberate amount of time to basically just transfer all of that over and move the files around. It's I'm gonna do it one of these days. I'm gonna move this all. I'm gonna move this onto PC Java Edition because I do prefer Java over. Think you know what would probably look good. Is this might do the same for the SRAT team too. We're gonna do that because it's nice and open. Then I find that less doors can be a very useful tool. It can help open up an area. Excuse me while I eat. My fries are starting to get cold. Alright, one more cheeseburger. So, oh, they don't stack, do they? They do stack. That's weird. Excuse me. What the fuck is that? I hate the ambient sounds. I'm not gonna lie, they piss me off. They like really trigger me when they happen. Where is it? It's okay, I'll learn my way around it eventually. There it is. So this is the office of the special response.